Okay, so I will share my screen and we'll start with our trading view. I think we try to open trading view first. Okay. So is anyone having a question in regards to what we did yesterday? I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
100%.
Awesome. Okay. So let me just get a new chat. So yesterday I showed you guys a couple of stuffs and I promised that today we'll be looking at where to buy and where to sell on the charts. So yesterday we spoke about an uptrend. Let me give a little recap of what we did yesterday. So I told you about an uptrend, which is when price is creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So this is what an uptrend looks like. And then you also have what we call higher lows. Also clone it. So I told you this is what an uptrend is. And I also made mention of what we call a break of structure, right? Which is when price takes out the previous highs, or when price takes out a higher high in an uptrend, is considered a break of structure. So we abbreviate it BOS, okay? So this is it. And I also told you when price takes out a higher low in an uptrend, it is considered a change of character. Are we following up? I just want a yes from you guys. Are you following up?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So after a change of character, we start seeing lower highs and lower lows, okay? So like I told you guys yesterday, the reason why we call this a higher low is simply because this low is higher than the previous low. Okay, let me show this with an arrow. So the reason why we call this a higher low is simply because this low is higher than this one, while this one is higher than this one, and this high is higher than the previous high, and this high is higher than the high that led to this one. So that's why we call it higher high and higher low in an uptrend. Then lower low and lower high is because if you see, this high is lower than the previous high, okay? While this low is lower than this low. Is that point clear? This was just to make sure you all understand what we are doing. Always feel free to unmute your mic and say yes so that you know I'm talking with people, not alone. So here we have another break of structure. Now you see we are in a downtrend. And I also told you that in an uptrend, the small moves you have here, in an uptrend, a small move that pulls to the downside is considered correctional move, or you can call it correction, while this big move that goes up is considered impulsive. Okay, so you can name it. I did name it yesterday. Call it correction. Excuse me. I call it correction. And why did it not pop? Okay, and then I call this impulsive. Are we together? Are we following up, guys?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so this is a recap for those who did not attend yesterday's class, and also those who did not revise. I'm not supposed to do this, but I said at least let me do it to help you guys. So you can take a screenshot, because this is what we'll be working on all through this journey. And for those who will be watching this on YouTube, show some love by subscribing to the channel. Okay, let's keep it going, guys. These were the main stuffs I told you about. So today I'm going to teach you something new. Okay, you're going to see all of these on the charts, and this is the new thing I'm to teach you: where to buy and where to sell. Okay, so let's assume that we are in an uptrend. Price is creating higher highs and higher lows, right? When price creates a higher high, you mark out the break of structure. Okay, so this is actually a break of structure, like I told you earlier. Now what do? You mark out the last higher low that was created. Okay, you come up and place a box around it. Pull it to the right. Are you following up? Let me know if you're following up. Everyone is silent. Are you following up?
Yes,
Awesome. And for all those joining us now, you are
we are
welcome.
following on.
Awesome, awesome. For all those joining us now, you are welcome. It's nice to have you here. The network might not really be the best, but you just need to stay positive, stay connected, and follow up closely. And I will drop a record of this on YouTube, and I'll share the link with you guys so you can go back and watch. Okay. Now, this is an uptrend. You've marked out the last higher low that price created, and you've also marked out the most recent break of structure. Okay, so the higher low you mark out is the higher low that led to the break of structure. Then you extend the break of structure line to the right side. Okay, and now what are you expecting? You are waiting for price to come anywhere in between this green line and this hash box, anywhere between. So you're waiting for price to come back anywhere between this green line and this hash box. So I name this part my golden zone. Yes, I call this my golden zone. So what am I expecting? Excuse me. This should be our crazy network. Okay, so I named this part my golden zone. What am I expecting? I'm expecting price to come anywhere around here between this green line and this hash box. Price might come all the way down to this box, but what we don't want to see is for price to break through this box or for price to stop before this line. If price stops before this line, we are not expecting to take any trade. But if price comes down into this area, then we are looking forward to take a trade. Okay, so in an uptrend, we are looking for buy opportunities and buys only, nothing other than buy opportunities. I don't know if you guys are following up. I always like to ask so that I should know if we are good. Can you guys hear me, please? Unmute your mics and speak, because
The
when
network is working, but
all right, when I ask if you are here, if you can hear me, just unmute your mic and say yes, because when sharing my screen, I don't know if you guys are following up or not. So that's why I keep saying that. Okay, like I said, I'm waiting for price to come down anywhere between this hash box and the green line. And once that happens, what do? I start looking for my confirmations to buy. So I buy here, place my stop loss few pips below the hash box, and I target a minimum of 2 times what I'm risking. Okay, I target a 1:2, and that's how easy it is in an uptrend. While in a downtrend, where price is creating lower highs and lower lows, what do? I simply mark out the first, I mark out the breakout structure I see. Okay, this is a breakout structure, and I also come up to the most recent lower high, and I mark out a little box across around that area from the highest point, a few pips in. Then what do? I extend my breakout structure line across to guide me, so I should know exactly where I should be waiting for price. Okay, so what am I expecting? I'm expecting price to pull into this area anywhere between this green box, this green line, and the hash box. Okay, anywhere around here, I call it my golden zone. Okay, so I call this area my golden zone. So if price pulls into this area, then I should be looking for a sell opportunity. So let's take, for example, if price decides to do this, okay, even if it comes all the way down here, no problem. From there, I'll be looking for a sell opportunity to continue the trend to the downside. Okay, so this is exactly what I'll be doing. So if price pulls down, I'll wait for my confirmation and take a sell. Where will my stop loss be? Few pips above the hash box, and I target at least 2 times what I'm risking, or the most recent swing low. Are you guys following up? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. I love
we are
that.
together.
I love that. So this is exactly what we do in the market always. This is how we get our entries. This is how we get the buys, the sells, whatever. So now that I've shown you, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, let me name this uptrend. And also name this downtrend. Yeah, so you can take a screenshot of this because this is exactly what we'll be doing all along. If that's done, then let's look at our charts. So I want us to take practical examples on current price. We are not going too far to get it. We'll start where we are and see how good it is. Okay, so let's take, for example, here. From here, are we together? Are you watching? Are you seeing? Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Awesome. So price was creating lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and eventually price gave us a change of character. I want you guys to see it clearly. So we're having break of structures here, right? We're having break of structure here, break of structure. Oh, damn. Break of structure here, break of structure here. But what happened here? Price pulled up and took and break through the last lower high. So how do we call that? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? How do we call it? Awesome.
Change of character.
Perfect. So we had a change of character here. And at this point, what are we looking for? The first thing we do is you mark out the last low, which is this point. You extend it to the right. Okay? And then you extend the green line and say if price pulls back anywhere between this green line and this hash box, then we should be looking for our buy entry. Did price come into the area?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you see, price came down to this point. So if you had to buy, it's simple, right? Take your buy, place your stop loss, few pips below the hash box, and what's your goal? At least 2 times what you're risking. Did it hit your take profit?
Yes.
Good. So we made money here. Now, this is another scenario. Okay, if you see, I did not go back in history to check to choose a part where price is doing what I want to see. But what did I do? I rather focus on what is happening right now so that we all can take advantage. Okay, so look at this. Price stopped here, gave us a pullback. Did the pullback come into your area? No, it did not. Let me delete this because we are done with this. Let me delete this, delete all of this. Now, this is the next break of structure we had, right? So you move this hash box from here to this point because this is the low. This is the low which led to this break of structure, right?
Yeah, yeah,
This is the low that led to this break of structure. So we mark out this area and say if price comes back anywhere between this high to this low, we'll be taking a trade because this is our golden zone. But did price come back into the area?
no.
Right. Price didn't come back. It's like we have just one person in class. You guys should be very active. I love it when everyone is active. Now, we had a break at this point. This is our new swing low. And what happened? We had a break of structure, right? Can you see that? This is a break of structure here. And what do? We now move our break of structure line to this point and we take it across. And then we take our hash box up to this point and we also take it across. Okay, let me widen it so that it should be more visible. And then we'll consider this area our golden zone. Is it the same thing I showed you earlier? It is, right?
It is.
And eventually what happened? Price came all the way down here into our golden zone. And normally you look for your entry and you buy. Where's your stop loss? Few pips below and target at least 2 times what you're risking. What happened? Oh, you target the previous highs, which is still 2 times and above. And what happened? You got a take profit. Okay? Is it making sense to you guys? I want to know. Please let me know if you guys are understanding what I'm showing. Let it not be that I'm singing a song that doesn't make sense. Is there any question at this point? Is anyone facing a challenge in understanding what I'm showing?
Yes, sir, we are understanding it.
Perfect. So I want to know everybody's point. So Adamu is understanding, Frederick is understanding. Dauda, are you understanding? Good. Edwin, listen, are you understanding? Is it making sense to you?
Yeah. Everything is perfect.
Good. What about you, Owetu Stanley? Are you understanding? Is it making sense? Is this your first? It's like this is your first class? No, this should be a second class. Are you understanding? Is it making sense? What about you, Taker? Are you understanding? All right. Those who are silent, maybe they are in a noisy spot and cannot talk. So we take off everything and look for our next golden zone. Our goal is to spot out golden zone, is to spot out a break of structure. We mark out our golden zone after every trade. That's why you don't aim to catch the complete move. You focus more on how you can make money, even if it's just a small move. Now, what happened? We had the next break of structure at this point, right? This is our next break of structure. And what do? We come down to the bottom of our previous structure. This is the low. You extend it to the right, okay, and you extend these two to the right to guide you, okay. So this is the structure where we are from taking a trade. So this is where we had our previous entry to take this profit. This is just one candle. If you understand what you are doing, you will never face a challenge because you'll be able to catch this kind of moves. So now we have spotted a break of structure. What are we waiting for? We are waiting for price to pull back into our golden zone. And what is our golden zone? It's anywhere between this green line and this hash box, okay, anywhere between this green line and this hash box. And for those who have created the accounts on Market For You and have not yet funded the accounts, I think it's high time you fund your accounts. Join us because we have an inner cycle where I believe you guys have been seeing the trades I'm dropping, the results I'm dropping in the general space. Yes, those are trades we take in the inner cycle. So create your accounts, fund your accounts, and join us. It's free. You don't pay a dime to be part of my inner cycle. Everything is free, okay? Unless you decide to go deeper, and that's where you can now choose to join the academy, which is still very, very affordable. Like I said, the goal is to make sure we hit 10,000 and make 10,000 profitable traders across the world, okay? So you guys can be among the earliest ones. We are already far ahead. I think we should be going close to 100 now. So you might want to be part of the first elite traders because I also want to have 1,000 seven-figure traders among the 10K. So guys, that being said, let's continue what we are doing. Like I told you, there is we don't care if price come deep into, let me see if I still have, good. So I told you, even if price comes deep into your box, into this box, it is still valid unless price breaks above or price breaks below this box. That's what invalidates your setup. Did I say that? Did I tell you guys that? Can you guys see my screen, please? Damn. Like I told you guys, even if price comes into this hash box, it is still very valid. The only thing we don't want to see is for price to come above or below the box. As long as price is still within this golden zone, we are good to go. I am showing this example because the next setup that presented actually came deep into our golden zone, into our box, into our hash box. Not just our golden zone, but it came into our hash box. Can you guys see it? Price came into our hash box. If you can see it, say yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now what do? You enter when you get your confirmation, okay? Because you don't just enter randomly, because if you enter randomly, you don't know if price will respect the zone or breakthrough. And what do? You can decide to target the previous highs, or you target a simple 1:2. If you decided to target the previous highs, this is a 1:5 risk to reward, which means if you are risking $1, you are targeting $5, okay? So this is the move we had in return. And now price gave us another break of structure at this point. So we've had over 4 or 5 trades and none of them did not work. So let's look at this one. Okay, so when price gave us this profit, what happened? He gave us this profit, and now this became our new swing low, and then we had a break of structure, and after that break of structure we mark out our green line and our hash box. And what are we expecting? We're expecting price to pull into our golden zone. Did price come into our golden zone? Nobody is talking. Did price come into our golden zone?
Yes, price came into our golden zone.
Perfect. So you buy and place your stop loss few pips below. Let's say you don't bother about confirmations, you just buy inside your golden zone and target a 1:2. You see that price came straight to your stop loss and stopped you out, right? And eventually started doing what it had to do, or what it decided to do. And at this point, you realize something. When price came here and failed, because if you have the confirmations, that's why you need to attend all our classes, because tomorrow we'll be talking about confirmations, okay, the confluences that makes you to enter the trade, so that you should avoid this kind of losses. Okay, so if you had to follow the confirmations, you will already notice something. First, price was creating higher highs and higher lows, but when price came to this point, look at what happened. It created a higher high, came down, created a higher low. What happened? It created a lower high and came down, created a lower low. What does that mean? That's telling you price is about to change direction. And what happened? It came up, gave you another low which is lower, and came all the way down, created equal lows, and eventually gave you a lower high and a lower low. Are you seeing how everything changed in just a very short period of time? Nobody is talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
Now, what I will give you as an assignment is for you to go back test and forward test everything I've shown you today. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the confluences and what makes us to get into trades. So tell me, is there anyone here with any question? Let me know if you have any questions so that I can answer your questions before we end the class. I'm open. Share your thoughts, ask your questions, and tell me exactly what you think. You cannot tell me you have understood everything to the brim. That's crazy. It means I'm dealing with very smart guys. Okay.
Normally, it's understandable. Reason being that we have been watching some of your videos, so it makes it easier.
Okay. I love that. I love that. That's for you. Edwin has been watching my videos and this makes it easier for him to understand. What about the others? Did you guys understand the class? All right. Since okay, Mr. Frederick, do you have something to say?
The class was pretty good, although the network tried to disturb us, but it was 100% good, and only to encourage all those who have joined the class that please they should be active. Their presence in class will always determine if you are participating. Because you might be present in class, yes, you can see your name, but you are muted. We don't know if you are sleeping. We don't know if you are there. We don't know if you are doing something else. Know that what this is the financial market, the forex market. You might be present and you are not even participating. Don't think that you go and take your out account and then you will just in money and then the money will just start flowing in without you passing through the learning process. That's not possible. You need to pass through the process, master the process, know it, and then before you start to think of making real money. Because there are so many coming in now, they are already thinking of the future. They are forgetting the present reality process that they are going to pass through. So please always participate in class. When they say something, if you are not and speak for yourself, you are not one person that is struggling to teach you. That's just all I wanted to add.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Frederick. Thank you very much. Any other person has something to say? You guys should feel at home, feel at ease, feel free. And for those who have been following this class on YouTube, show some love, guys. Ask your questions too in the comment section, and be ready to watch our subsequent um, class. We are dropping it back to back. So love you guys. Looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. Don't miss any class so that you should be able to catch up with everything we share. Okay, and for those who want to join our free community, the links are in the description. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Good night, everyone.